Hey guys, it looks like Blizzard sent us a bit of a gift for this start of the year. We're seeing a few changes that could have quite a heavy impact on some of the heroes that are rather strong in the game right now. I'm going to go through the experimental card and give my thoughts and opinions on each change. Firstly, we have Ashe. It looks like Blizzard is trying to reduce Ashe's damage in regards to picking off targets easily when pocketed by a Mercy, although they appear to be giving her the ability to shoot faster in order to compensate for this change. The damage change really only affects targets with 200 health and 600 health, minus any armor or shields, of course. Any other target should require the same amount of shots as it did previously. It also only appears to affect when Mercy is boosting the damage, which, to be fair, appears that what Blizzard was going for. The ADS, or aim down sights, recovery time change will likely allow Ashe to keep the same amount of DPS on tank/tankier heroes, lessening the effect of the damage change on higher health targets. Overall, this shouldn't affect Widow versus Ashe matchups, with Widow's HP being changed earlier in 2020, nor will it affect the Tracer versus Ashe matchup. I believe the change will also re-emphasize the ADS headshot into hipfire body shot, a good change to continue to put snipers into check. Next, we have the Storm Arrow change for Hanzo. These shots on this ability are having their recovery time reduced from 0.3 to 0.25 seconds. I believe, if I have my math correct here, this should mean instead of getting all the arrows out in about 1.5 seconds, they should all come out in about 1.25 seconds. This will increase the amount of damage that comes out of these arrows when they're spammed, and should allow Hanzo to get out of Storm Arrow, get out of Storm Arrow more quickly for follow-up shots if need be, likely increasing the damage per second. The only issue I see here is that the Storm Arrow has had quite a few issues in the past that required nerfs, so it's going to be interesting to see how this affects the game if they decide to keep it. And next we have the Sigma Barrier cooldown nerf. The redeployment on Sigma Shield has been increased from 1 second to 2.5 seconds, similar to changes that were made after Sigma release that changed the cooldown from 0 seconds to 1 seconds. They are nerfing the shield even more, most likely to stop Sigma's prevalence in the meta, where he has been almost a must-pick for quite some time now. This is going to require you to be more thoughtful of where you place the shield. Mistake of the shield being placed too far or at the wrong angle will cost you. In brighter news, getting an off angle on Sigma will be more advantageous, granted he is being hit from multiple angles. I do feel like this will cut down on what makes Sigma's barrier special, in the fact that you can basically move it to wherever and it's not attached to your body, but the effects still remain to be seen if they decide to keep it. Lastly, we have the Wrecking Ball nerf. The shields that he receives from Adaptive Shield will have the shield total per target reduced from 100 to 75, basically meaning that he's getting less shielding from the enemies around him. For example, if there happens to be a full 6 players, instead of getting the full 600 shields, or rather 700 with the base 100 shields that it gives you, he will only receive 450. I think this is going to be a good first step into getting Ball nerfed, but the character itself should remain strong regardless, although I'm not sure how Blizzard will be able to balance that out as to the amount of skill it requires to play Ball. Overall, all the changes made feel good. They should provide a bit more balance to the game than there was previously, allowing for better counterplay against these heroes that were nerfed and are currently pretty strong. The main thing I hope for with this is that it will open the playing field or more tanks at high level play. Thank you all for stopping by and watching. I hope you were able to learn something and that the numbers and video provided helped to demonstrate the effect of these changes. Oh, and don't forget to go follow me on Twitch.